So what is up, drivers and subscribers? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to take you in the inside look and realistic look and how we visit just about 250 200 plus locations a day. And I'm going to give you a little insight on some of the tips and tricks I'm doing to make the day go by faster and get through these stops as quick as possible. So you'll see throughout the video, one of my main focuses is, yes, I'm following the road rules and stuff. I'm looking at my upcoming addresses, but I'm also looking at my packages, 289 and U52. I'm going to this one and this one. So I'm kind of pre-gaming in my head where I'm going, what packages I'm grabbing. And because I always have everything in order, the top one is my first stop, the brown one is my second stop. There's one. Well, today I wanted to show you guys a little different way of loading up that I chose to do today. As you guys know, I usually have 3 totes stacked high with the straps going over the top, but this is the way I recommend you do it when you first start out with Amazon, and here's why. You're using this whole side of the van right here to load all your totes and have your totes. I like to have these zippable and open up, that way I can just pull packages and drop them in the front seat. Then if I do end up using this stuff, I have all this workroom here for extra big boxes. Picking up my OVs back there, I can put them on the shelf. Now, the reason I say this is the way you should do it, this is kind of the game plan they give you when you first start loading out and your training and orientation. But for the most part, they like to tell you keep all your heavy stuff in the middle. Do not put all your heavy packages on one side as the van gets none of that makes sense. This thing's durable. It'll hold all the weight. You just got to make sure you can set yourself up to where you can see everything and grab everything as fast as possible. So as you can see, I've already worked through 3-4 totes already. We have our next tote going out is this one, and this is the way I recommend you do things. I usually set up my first 3 here by the door, so I have 1, 2, 3. That way I can work out of those 3 when I first load in. What I do is I leave those 3 off to the side, bring in my first 6 and set my first 3 here, right? 1, 2, 3. First one going out there, so on and so on. Then I go this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21 bags today, right? But this way, as you're grabbing stuff, you're clearing out stuff from the front to the back versus going from the back to the front, which is a pain in the ass, right? Because then you got to go through the bag, pull out the bag, bring it around through the side, then load everything. You don't want to do all that. This, what you're going to do is go ahead and start eliminating all this stuff, and you'll grab an empty tote here, set it up, put all your empties in there, and by the end of the day, once you keep doing this, all your stuff will be organized. You won't have to do any cleanup. Everything will disappear by the end of the day in this van. And because you're doing this, you're returning the station and returning all your totes and stuff is going to be super easy because you have it all organized throughout the day. So that being said, this is the way I recommend it. As you can see, I can see all my numbers on my bags, and because everything goes in order, it's going to be that much easier to find stuff. So like I said, next bag here, after that, after that, after that. You can do it that way too, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you just got to remember, once you get to like bag 6 and 7, you got to really start pulling out, and then you only have so much space to pull that bag out here, right? So that's why I like to do it this way, because once I get all this space, I can essentially slide everything up and just keep working right here in my work area. And because it is hot outside, I don't have to go outside and do all this. I can blast the cold air full blast while I'm doing all this and staying in the van and staying cool. Let me know what you guys think about this loadout. And as usual, I keep all my boxes on the shelf, and then I double stack. So medium-sized boxes and then small boxes on the top, right? Then extra big long ones back here on the floor laying down with the numbers on the end facing the back of the van. That way I open those doors and grab whatever I need. So here's going to be an example of how we do it. I'll set up small boxes right there. I want all my big boxes on the bottom. And honestly, you can start with your envelopes first, but I like doing the boxes because then I know what space I'm working with in front, and then I don't bring boxes over to start smashing everything. So I always recommend boxes first. I'll grab all these packages, labels facing towards me, just like that. Label, label. And obviously always able to see out of that mirror, and we're good to go. There's no driving hazard. I can see everything clearly. Alrighty guys, I wanted to show you something that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. This is a double print here. We have a driver aid number U85. We have both U85s here, which can be confusing. So in order to find which one it is for myself, I just look at the first name rather than the address, and the first name will be on the package. That's the one I usually grab and go. How we doing, brother? You got it. You got it. Have a good one, guys. In this job, you will become a professional at making U-turns. That's just a fact. Halloween decorations. Love it. Look at those skulls. Those are cool. Those are awesome. And so it all starts with the beginning of the day, right? With the loadout. All my OVs, I will show you when I open up the back door. All my numbers are facing me in the back. All my numbers are facing me inside of the van. And I'll show you what I mean by that right now when I go back there. All right, so now we got these packages. This is what I was talking about. Okay, remember I told you guys earlier, I'm utilizing my totes in order, so now I have shelf space here. If I want to go ahead and bring some of these over here like this, and I can utilize all this shelf as well. But like I was telling you, with the numbers on the inside, these are my driver aid numbers. I can see them. They are facing inside, meaning all my numbers are inside here, right? All my numbers, I can see everything from over here. Numbers, numbers. But watch this. Watch what happens when we go to the back. And as you can see here, I can still see numbers. I have numbers here, numbers right there, numbers right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there, and up top. Just in case I can't see it, I'm always coming back here to grab stuff as fast as possible. How we doing, brother?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, man, good. So glad it's not hot, right? Yeah, it is. It feels good today. Hello guys, Amazon. Have a good one. You're welcome. So all of these little tips go a long way, especially when you have stuff like this going on, like construction and stuff, and you're trying to stay out of people's way. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible because I want to be out of their way. So I'm going to 292. I'm going to 82. This is 82. Double check my address. Drop this up. Yeah, I just like to be very considerate of everybody else working. Another big part that's gonna help you is if you have two deliveries, a multi-stop, and you're parking right in between them, so you can knock out both and come right back. That way you don't have to go out, come back in, drive to the next one, go out, come back in. Sometimes it's close enough to where you can do it, but sometimes they're spread far enough apart to where you can just drive to one and then drive to the next one. Again, it's all about judgment. If you think it's gonna make it faster for you to just go ahead and drive over, drive over. If you wanna walk it, walk it. You really are just pre-gaming everything you're doing. I'm looking for my next address. And like I said, because your stuff's in order in the back of the van, all you're doing is pulling forward and you're not searching. And because you're not spending time searching for anything, you're just grabbing, organizing packages and moving. And again, you're gonna find your own pace. There's no, oh, you're moving too slow or you're going too fast. It's about what's comfortable for you. You're able to time your route at a decent enough time to where you're not gonna have to go and rescue anybody. with the big part of it being that you're finishing at a decent time, meaning the DSP is not, you know, worried about you taking too long and stuff like that. I want to give credit to a video I saw on TikTok where a guy's like, you know, this job's not for the weak, because essentially of how much people complain and people quit this job. He was talking about, you know, a good driver can plan out their route, whether they have 200 stops or 160 stops, and still be done at the time frame, meaning the sweet spot where you won't have to rescue. You know what I mean? So some drivers, they've been around and they know the game and they know how to work it, which again, kudos to you guys. I learned very fast as well, right? And if you guys are watching this, some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But again, I get the mindset, especially when you're like myself and you have just about 200 stops every single day. The last thing you want to do is rescue if you don't have to, right? But especially, you know, if a team member gets behind because of things that are out of his power, I have no problem helping people out. There's days where I struggle and I get behind because I have so many businesses or apartments. They come and help me out too. Alrighty, we're looking for 299, 299, 299. There it is. Again, this is why we number everything. For 3333, how are you? Alrighty, have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, so like I'm showing you guys, the OVs being numbered, even if you're not numbering and you're putting all the 200s with 200s in one area, 300s in a different area, 400s, that way when you can go back there, you'll be able to find where everything is it's a little faster, you know what I mean? Also, some people like to move the driver aid stickers, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second, but a lot of people like to move the driver aid sticker onto the corner of the outside of the box so drivers can see it when they stack them a certain way in the back of the van. Just like this. But let's say, for example, this is an OV, right? What you can do is take that sticker off, set it up here in the corner, and you stack all your boxes. All your boxes stickers will be showing inside just like we do with the numbering of the boxes back there. And honestly, because you're bringing everything up here, you're saving time from going to the back and forth. But even if your DSP doesn't like packages up here, use that back shelf right there, or that corner of that shelf right there. Either one. Find a workspace that works for you, you know what I mean? It's your method and it's what works for you is the best way. That's what I suggest. There's no right or wrong way, and I'm never gonna sit here and tell you my way is the only way to do stuff. No, 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 no. I've said it plenty of times, like, everybody has a different method when it comes to this job. So when you have 200 stops plus, your mindset is just to go, 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 get this stuff out as soon as possible. Luckily, today's route is mostly residentials, which I'm very stoked about, because usually my first 100 stops are apartments. All right, now we're looking for a 301 in the back. I think it's this one. Sure is. Always watch for cars. Never assume that cars are gonna see you and know you're coming across the road. Have a good one. You got it. Also, another one I think that's worth mentioning is doorbells. So my perspective on doorbells changes quite a bit. Sometimes I'm like, I do it all the time. Some days I don't feel like doing it. And I've recently changed that again to where if residentials, there's cars, I'll ring it. But if there's no cars and it looks like nobody's home, I won't ring it. But there's also a caveat to that. So when I'm in apartment complexes, I always ring doorbells. Gated communities, I don't ring doorbells. If I hide the package, I also don't ring the doorbell. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why does that matter? That matters because it saves you a few seconds every time you do it. And if you're doing it, you know, a couple hundred times a day, that adds up, right? So again, all of these little things we take into consideration as a driver to help save you time. And because there's a car across the street, I'm ringing this doorbell, even though nobody looks like they're home. There's people sitting in that car across the road. So again, it's all about judgment, right? I didn't have to, but rather be safe than sorry. What if they're parked in the garage, right? And then what I do when I have instances like that and the receptionist is not there, even if they are there, we're gonna go ahead and be a nice guy and help them out by signing it off and initialing it ourselves. Again, another time saver. Alright, so this one's a cul-de-sac. Again, 2 big houses. I'm gonna park right in the middle and knock out this one and this one. We'll knock out this one first because it's one by itself. And then that one gets 4 at the greenhouse. Again, getting our camera ready. Alrighty, so a little update for today. We have 193 stops, 44 of them multi-stops, 311 packages. So we're just visiting under 250 houses or locations today. We've had a few businesses, but majority is residential. So let's see how decent of a pace we can knock this stuff out. So right now I'm looking for 97 and 09. Addresses, last numbers, 97 and 09. And we're gonna see if they're close enough to do together or far apart. There's 97, and that one's 09. See how it's just the whole length of the house? I'll just drive up to that one. So drop this one off real quick. But it doesn't really matter in what order you drop them off. If you have 5 stops in that multi-stop and you start at 5 and work your way down to 1, that's totally fine. The goal essentially is just to get it done in the easiest way possible for yourself. And because I just looked and I'm looking at my package number, I already know what I'm gonna do when I stop is I'll take off my seatbelt, put it in park. Yeah, the whole thing, it's a routine. Stopping, hitting your handbrake, park, look over, grab your package after you've peeked for your package number. Have a good one, Deez. It's right behind the pillar.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Dang, we hit that one so good he couldn't even find it. And as I'm pulling up, if I'm not peeking on the way here, I'm hitting the I've parked button so I can see what that next package is. That way, once I slap it in park, I can look over to the passenger side seat. So I can look over to the passenger side seat and just grab the package. This one's locked. Leave that over there. Nobody can grab it. Yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts about all these little different tips and tricks we use throughout the day to make ourselves move faster. Okay, maybe I said that wrong. Not so much that we move faster, but it helps the flow of the work go smoother and faster. Therefore, yeah, you are moving faster. I'll just shut the hell up because I don't know what I'm saying apparently. It is update time right now. We are on stop number 80. It's about 15 minutes before lunch. So we've been moving and grooving. We're doing pretty good. See that? It's just all one motion. Just drop it, hit the button, turn around, swipe to finish, back to the van. So if you guys have tips that you guys would like people to know that you use on a daily basis to help you finish faster and complete your routes in a quicker time, please do me a huge solid. Drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know if there's something I should be doing differently that you recommend or that I should try, right? Because again, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this job. It's whatever way works for you and whatever way makes it easiest for you, right? Again, because I've said it plenty of times in other videos as well, this is not a hard job. This job is what you make it. If you don't set yourself up and you just throw everything in at the beginning of the day, you're more than likely gonna have a hard day. Just being real. Hello guys, Amazon, have a good one. Oh, you know what? It just kicked me out for break right now.
So you can't deliver it?
I'm gonna leave it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and come back after.
You mean you have to take a picture?
Photo or sign it off, either one, but I'll come back after lunch. Go ahead, you're good.
You know what, that's fine.
No worries. Alright, so just as I mentioned, it kicked me out, but we got it scanned. So because we got it scanned, when we come back, we'll be able to come back in here, come back right here, park in the vicinity, and then sign off the package. And I know some of you guys may be thinking, well, aren't you not supposed to sign off the packages? This is twice in this video you've heard me say we sign off our packages. That, so it's not really a big deal. A lot of the times the driver can't get a hold of the customer on a signature delivery. So then we go ahead and we can bypass it by taking a photo at the front door. Even though the customer requested that it be a signature, sometimes we gotta make audibles of our own. Alrighty guys, update time. It is lunchtime as we got kicked out, as you saw from the last delivery. And today we are sponsored by Chipotle Chicken Burrito, baby. This is one of my favorite places to stop every single day because it's so fast and delicious. Again, this video is sponsored by Chipotle and they just don't know it. We're going to a restaurant, okay? Oh yeah, we're catching them before they close. I think they're like, oh, this is one of those businesses that's like 6 to 3. It's a breakfast and brunch spot. He just ran a yellow light, or a red light. On her phone, not paying attention. Damn. That was totally a red light. You just never can trust other drivers, man. You never know what they're gonna do. Goes back to what I was telling you earlier about don't assume they're gonna do what they're supposed to do, meaning the other drivers when you're crossing the street and stuff. Nah, don't assume they see you or they know you're there or they're gonna give you the right of way even. Hell no. Alright. The one I'm going to is right here, so I'm just gonna park right here and walk it in. $356. $356. You see what I mean? You're just grabbing. You're not even really searching. As you're getting out, you grab and go. See if we catch them before they close. Oh, they close at 2. Oh, perfect. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Just leave it right here up front. They'll see it when they look for the menus in the morning. Alright, now back through the light. Again, U-turn master, that's what you're gonna be in this job. That is without a doubt. Why, that guy's got his door open. What the hell is going on with people today? Can you guys see that? The guy's got his door open in the left-hand turning lane. Oh, he must have no air. No bueno, bro. Yeah, what the hell is going on? You got this guy with his door wide open. You had the lady that ran the red light. Didn't even turn green. But that's one thing I want to talk about is lunchtime. The burrito I get from Chipotle. I always eat about half, and I'll save the other half for the end of the day, like when I get home and, you know, I'm getting ready to relax. I'll eat the other half because if I eat the whole thing, I get too lazy. So I'd love to hear from you guys. When you guys are working, do you guys have a quick bite to eat? Do you just eat like you regularly would? Or do you eat light? That way it doesn't, you know, make you too full and get you lazy. Because that's what happens to me. I get very lazy when I eat too much. So I try to keep it short, simple, and sweet. But yes, I just need something to give me enough energy to get me through the day. Like I said, the reason I always keep my packages in order, meaning my first package that's going out is going to be to the first house I'm going to, and the next house is always on the bottom, is mainly because so I don't get confused and don't leave the package at the wrong house, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing worse than finishing off a delivery and realizing, damn, I left that box over there instead of over here. And then you got to go back and fix it. So yeah, it definitely goes back to what I was telling you guys about, you know, game plan everything. You're kind of strategizing your next move. That way, essentially, you're not thinking, you're just doing, you know what I mean? The less time you have to think and overthink stuff, the less time you waste. And I guess I probably should mention this, as you've seen in a couple deliveries already throughout the video. You'll see me park on this side of that road if the house is on that side. Why? It's so, again, we don't have to worry about traffic. Also, it keeps us closest to the door, saving us time when it comes to the delivery itself. So when you see us do that, that means we're just trying to line ourselves up as close to the front door as possible. I get a lot of questions too about why do we block driveways? Because a lot of people don't always have walkways. Look at, so like that one for example, it doesn't have a walkway up to the house unless you go up the driveway. Same thing with that one. You see what I mean? So some places don't have walkways so you can walk up to the door. So for us drivers, when we're driving up, that is our walkway, you know what I mean? And because people can be particular about you walking on their grass and stuff like that, that's kind of why we do things like that. We'll stop right at the driveway and walk right up it. And as I told you guys at lunch, I was gonna go ahead and move everything up. I scooted. What? I went ahead and scooted. What the f? Everything, is that the right word? Scooted? Scoot? I went ahead and scoot everything up. I went ahead and moved everything up, or scooted, whatever you want to use. But yes, pushed everything up, lined up everything in the back, and then reorganized the boxes here. Basically pushed them all up front, and I got a few OVs sitting over there with the numbers staring at me. So again, I'm just taking the time throughout the day to make my day go as smooth as possible, right? That's all I'm doing. What's this guy doing? Just chilling? See what I mean? Like, you're always aware about what's going on around you. Like, that doesn't look suspicious at all, right? Ooh, missing a label here. Huh.
Are you safely pulled over?
Yes.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I have a package here that doesn't have a label on it, but the driver aid sticker is on the actual box to show that it's the right package. Can you mark this as delivered?
Where have you delivered it? To the front door?
Yeah, it's going to be at the front door.
Okay, I have marked it for you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope, that should be all. Thank you very much and have a good day.
You too, bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so that's one of those examples. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen where a package will come out without a label and you'll have to call support, and you'll know it's the right package because the driver aid number's on there, but they forgot to slap one of the labels with the addresses and the barcode, you know, the main thing that they'll need to make the delivery. But whatever. So yeah, a quick call to driver support, they knock it out for us, and it'll come off on our list. Maybe not immediately, but once we refresh the app, meaning close it and reopen it, it'll show that that's been delivered. What are those, pomegranates? They are pomegranates. That's cool. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I don't know what it is about this job. And it's so weird how you'll be out and about all day, but little things like that will stand out to you. And if I did grab the wrong package, it wouldn't scan. That's another thing you listen out for. That's gonna be this one and this one. And that back door gets left open. That way we can just walk straight out. So we reached our stop 100, the midway point. Well, a little over half. I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera charged, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Instead of driving in, I see a fence right here. Yeah, so instead of driving in all the way on that side, I'm coming all the way around. I knew there was an opening, but I thought it was over there for some reason. This goes back to just being aware of your surroundings. Alrighty guys, update time. It is 5:59. We are on stop 180. We got about 15 to go. And we're right on line to finish at the sweet spot time. What does that mean? Remember we talked about earlier? Finishing at the time where you don't have to rescue. And we should be pretty much told to return the station, fill the van up with gas, return our totes, and we're done for the day. What's up, boss? How we doing? Nice and cool today. No sweating. It's nice. Have a good day, bro. Appreciate it. Sometimes if you finish before a certain time, you're gonna have to go and rescue other people just because you knocked out your stuff early. But for the most part, we have almost 200 stops today. Over 200 stops, including all the multi-stops, almost 250. But for the most part, we were able to keep ourselves moving, not get overwhelmed, not let anything take up our time. Utilize tricks and tips like I showed you guys earlier today throughout the day to help us finish faster, whether it's leaving the side door open, parking in between houses, anything I can, I've been using all day to help me finish early. By the way, my scheduled return time is 7 o'clock. We're gonna finish about 6:30. So just goes to show all those tips and tricks we've been utilizing throughout the day have been helping us finish before the time frame we needed to finish by. That is awesome. Look at that. Damn it, I keep getting distracted. So basically what I'm saying is we're not gonna have to rescue today. We've been able to knock out our stops, finish just about 250 locations, 311 packages with no hiccups, and we're gonna finish a half hour early. You're welcome. Have a good one. Hey drivers, I got a question for you. So when you don't ring doorbells, because I didn't see a car, right? When you don't ring doorbells and customers are like, thank you, I always feel like they're gonna yell at me, like, why didn't you ring my doorbell? Oh, this is the coolest mailbox I deliver to. Look, check this out. Let's check out this mailbox. This is the coolest mailbox out of all the houses I deliver to. Look at that thing. I love your guys' mailbox. Every time I stop here, I'm like, that mailbox is awesome. You're welcome. You want them up front? Yeah? No worries. Here you go. Have a good one, brother. Not a problem. You're welcome. Try to give them enough room to open the door and not knock their stuff over at the same time. That's some pretty grass when it's nice and green. Football playing grass. Yeah, so back to that mailbox we just saw. Remember I told you guys the weirdest stuff just sticks out to you for some reason? That's one of them. I don't know why, but that mailbox is like always sticking out to me. Maybe because it's got dragons and I like going to the casino and playing slot machines with dragons on it. Damn! Oh, look at all the kids playing soccer. Got soccer practice going on. Oh, it's girls soccer practice. Okay. I mean, I got my blue vest on. I could be the Blues and I could go against all of them, right? Let's be honest, they'd all kick my ass. But that's only because I've been working all day and running around and done almost 250 stops. No other reason. Otherwise, I'd take them. This one has a little lockbox. This one has a lockbox I can never get into. 7 pound. Oh, hey, it worked. It never works for me. That's why you be persistent and never give up. It's been like my 12th time here. That's the only time it's ever worked. My friends, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Like I mentioned earlier, if there's anything I forgot that helps you move faster and helps you finish your day quicker, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear from all you guys, because again, this is a community we're growing. This thing has been growing a lot faster than I expected, and I can't give you guys enough credit for it, because it's definitely not me. I just do the videos and do the work. And honestly, I feel like I say this every video, but I can't give you guys enough credit and shout out. You guys are awesome, man. The answering comments every day I spend about 10-15 minutes answering comments, and then I get home and realize I haven't even hit the comments from different videos that you guys have been commenting on and I didn't notice. And these can be older videos and stuff, but yeah, I see all those comments and I'm like, damn, I got homework to do, so I'll try and get all those knocked out as well. I feel like it's a game within a game. Making the video is part of the game, and answering the comment is the other part of the game. I honestly don't know where you two found all you people, but I appreciate you guys coming by, always commenting. There's a lot of you guys in the comments that say, I love that you don't bitch and complain and you just work and you give us a real perspective on what to expect. That's been the whole focus of this channel, guys. That's always been my goal for this channel, and I hope I'm doing it good enough to make you guys well prepared for when you do start here. So with that being said, if you haven't already, maybe this is the first time you're watching one of my videos and watching this style of videos we're doing, consider checking out some of the other videos. Consider subscribing, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what's the first video you found of us. I know a lot of people came on and caught on with the nursery video, because that's one of the videos that it's not going viral, but it's doing very well for the channel. Because a lot of newcomers are coming on to Amazon, people watch that video and definitely comment, and that's how I'm aware. It is the final countdown, the last delivery, baby. Let's go. We got one package. It's one package delivery, corner house here where the gardener is. Sweet. Woo, just like that, we are finished. We'll slap this back in here with these bad boys. And then this guy right here, actually, I guess I do have one coming back. This one is absolutely empty. This happens pretty often where packages are empty. So we'll just take it back. We've already scanned it. We'll check it back in at the end of the day, and they'll resend it out tomorrow. I can't believe I got that lockbox to work. I've never gotten that lockbox to work. That's crazy to me. Alrighty, my friends, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. We've completed our 194 stops by 6:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and message in right now, and more than likely going to return the station, return all my stuff, fill up my van of gas, and that's it for the day. And again, I gotta mention, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know if you learned anything. Let me know if you're implementing some of these things already in your route to make your day easy, smooth, and efficient, to where you're done as soon as possible every day. My friends, that's the whole goal here, is to make your day smoother, get you home faster, and realistically not get stuck into the mindset that you can't do this job. Again, I'm an older gentleman and I knock this job out no problem every single day. I do 5 days a week, sometimes 6, just depending on the time of the year, and that's what we do consistently. So again, if you're appreciating all this stuff, if you found out something new, if you're enjoying the videos by any means, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.